Kaylee.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Is Beth there this week? I didn't think so. I mean, I seen her Facebook. She was out of town. I didn't know if she made it back in town or she's off.
No, she won't get back until Thursday. Well, she won't get back to work till Thursday.
Hmm.
So.
Hello, Stephanie.
How
Are
are
you
you?
home?
I'm downstairs at the center.
Oh, are you? Okay. All right. Yeah. Good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Hey, Madison.
Oh, I'm sorry, Danny. I put that there. You did that. I did that to take it upstairs for in the morning.
Madison, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I feel like 100% now.
That's good.
Back. Yeah. It's
That's
crazy.
good.
Yeah.
Well, you're not the only one going through it, so I understand.
Yeah. I feel like I didn't have, my symptoms weren't like as severe as some people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad too.
Yeah.
My mom tested positive and had no symptoms at all. It was crazy. Like, she was completely fine.
Mm.
Okay, so I got it pulled up. So you guys are ready. It's good. It's not muted. You mute it. And
Because when I finally accepted that I was a paranoid schizophrenic, I really don't see colors, you know, I don't associate anybody. I just kind of do my own thing, and I finally started seeing colors. Like, I knew I was pregnant. Like, you know, obviously I'm not.
I hear somebody, they're talking about they knew they were pregnant.
I was like, whoa.
Oh, that's my TV. I forgot. I forgot to delete it.
Like, who's pregnant?
Not us.
Not me.
Not me.
That's funny.
That's my famous Dr. Phil.
Oh, yep.
I am getting married, though.
Huh?
I am getting married, though.
Oh,
Who said that?
congratulations, Heidi. I mean,
Got engaged last weekend.
Who said it?
I thought that was
Stephanie.
Lynn. I'm going to say Lynn.
Oh, congratulations, Stephanie.
I get married. None of that.
None of that.
That's exciting. Congratulations.
Excited. He's a good guy.
Well, he better be, right?
Right. Figured I've had enough bad. We should try a good one.
Let's see. I'm trying to see who all we have. Make sure we're all here.
Somebody's not going to be here today. Kaylee, maybe?
Haley and Kristen both are not going to be here. So all of Cameron, right? So that's 4 right there. Lisa, Skylar, Susan, Rosemary. Did I miss anyone from Cameron?
Cameron's on here.
Okay, just making sure. So that's 4 people.
Yeah, Cameron's here.
So from South Ninth, we have Courtney, Maddie, Madison, Hannah. I think that's all yours at South Ninth, Ange, isn't it? I think. You know what? I got a list here. Hold on. No, you're missing Jessica. We need, oh, she's trying to get in. Okay. Then let's see here. Kellyanne. Yep. Rachel's on here. Rachel, can you let us see you? Do you have a way to let us see your face?
Can you guys hear me?
We can.
Okay, this is my first Zoom meeting in my life, and I did really great just getting in. So can somebody tell me what button to push?
If you look at the bottom of your screen and kind of move it around, move the cursor around, there should show up a microphone and then a camera. And if you touch the camera, it should say stop or start video. If you touch that, it should allow you to be seen. There you go. Yay. Good job.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, so I don't see, hey, Jenny and Teresa, is Bree there with you?
Yeah. Oh, no.
No, Bree's at Midtown.
Is Bree in a classroom, Rachel?
Bree, I'm not for sure where she is, but she's not up here with me. You
Oh,
want me
wait
to
a
go
minute.
check?
No. Kristen said Bree had to go home. I was thinking she meant Bree Vaughn, but she probably meant Bree McConnell. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so I think we have everybody. All right. Hey, Jessica. All right, so we've been having some issues with Edmodo. And there's a lot of people having issues, okay? So if you're having issues with it, you're not alone. I'm not sure what's going on. So what I need to find out is I need to know who is not able to access it. And I need to know why. So if it's because you haven't gotten a link, or if it's because it's asking you for a code or something. So I'm gonna just start with each person, okay? So it's not chaos. So I'm gonna start, Haley, I see you first. So Haley, have you been able to access it?
Yes,
Okay.
and I've already got mine set up.
You're good. Okay, perfect. Stephanie, what about you?
I set mine up. I was good. When I tried to log in today, I can't do anything.
You're right. You told me that. Okay, so Stephanie is set up but can't log in. Okay, it's so weird that we're having so much trouble. I don't understand it because for my CDA class, I haven't had one issue. And it's not you girls. I know it's not you. I'm not blaming you, but it's like, I'm not sure why it went so smooth with one and not with the other. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, Madison, what about you?
I'm pretty sure I can get in. I'm gonna try to log in again though, just to be
Okay.
sure.
All right, then Callie Ann.
Mine's in.
Yours is in. Okay, very good. Maddie, what about you?
I set mine up. I didn't have any problems with it, but I haven't tried to get in recently.
Okay. You might try to get in this week just to make sure you're still able to access it, okay?
Okay.
All right, Courtney, what about you?
When I set mine up, it was fine. I can get in. I haven't tried to log in since then, though.
Okay. Cameron, ladies. I know Skylar was having some issues. So Skylar, what was your issue?
I have a link from July, but it brings me nowhere. And then there hasn't been a new link sent either.
Okay. I will try to send you a new one, see if it works. I don't know. It's crazy stuff. Okay, so what about Rosemary, Susan, and Lisa?
I got one. Mine's okay.
Mine's okay.
I found a link from July and it pulled up the new class, so I'll look into it to make sure it's the right one. But it's showing that you
Okay.
posted on it, so
Okay.
when I go
That's
to
probably
it,
good.
yeah.
Probably good. So let me go back for just a minute. Skylar, what did you try to access it on?
The laptop here.
Okay, and I'm assuming that's what the rest of you ladies logged in on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I use my phone to log in.
I use my iPad.
I have an app now. There's an app that you can download on an iPhone.
I wonder if that would help. If those of you who are having trouble, you might try downloading the app and
Oh,
see
I
if
can
that makes a
download it
difference.
on my phone too.
Yeah, you can download it. Try to download it and it'll help. And it shows you.
Stephanie,
Yeah, it
real
says-
quick,
It shows
what
class of
about,
2021.
did you try to access from the same thing every time?
I set it up on my phone just through my email. And then I tried to access through the computer here and it wouldn't let me. So I'll try to download the app and see what happens.
Just try it and see. Okay. All right, so then Hannah, did you get a request from Edmodo?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay, so I need to make sure, I think I might have added you. I'm not sure, so check your email and see if even in the junk in the other piece, see if you got anything from something called Edmodo. It's going to be a platform that we go through to do these classes, okay?
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on here.
Okay, I'll resend it. Okay, Jenny, did you have any luck after we talked?
Never did get the link, but Teresa ended up helping me. We just went straight to she looked it up on Google, and we went straight there, and so I was able to set up an account. So I don't know, but I didn't see anything from you, so I don't know if it's different or
so
not.
you might have an account, but not with our. So
Yeah.
let me check into that and see if I can access you through that.
Okay.
Dana,
Okay.
can you see what email that it says we're using on there?
That's weird because it never told me an email that we're using. It just has me put your guys's in. I'll have to check and see if I can find one.
Okay.
Okay, so then Jessica, what about you? Oh, but you're muted, Jessica. It won't unmute. Why don't you go out and try coming back in? I'll watch for you to come back in. Okay, while she's doing that, Rachel, what about you?
Yes, I did get on through the link that you sent me. I used my cell phone and it told me the first time that I was unauthorized, and then the second time it said that the contents was unavailable at this time.
So you're not able to access it either? Okay.
No, but I signed up and changed my passwords and all that, so it should be good once I can get in there.
But you don't know why you can't get in there?
Yeah, it just brings me to a flat white screen with like a message, and I've only tried it twice.
Okay, do you think you can try downloading the app and see if that makes a difference?
Yeah.
Okay, try that and see and let me know. You don't have to do it right this minute, but let me know sometime this week. So I basically just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are having difficulty. I need to see about Jessica.
Mine
But
isn't letting me in either. It's saying the code is expired.
oh, this crazy thing. Okay, code expired. Did you download the app too?
I'm downloading it now. I'll try it again.
Okay.
But the email you sent me says that it's expired.
Okay.
Dana, I don't have an account either. I didn't get a new link.
You didn't, Jane?
And when I did get in, it was only as a student. So it told me I could delete myself, so I did. As a student.
Mine is the same as Jane's.
And so
Okay.
I haven't gotten a new link to try again.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get it figured out eventually, but I wonder where Jessica is. She hasn't tried to come back in yet. Okay. All right. It is what it is. We'll figure it out eventually, hopefully.
I just logged in on my computer and it let me in.
Who was that?
Maddie.
Okay. So
I'm
Maddie's.
in.
Okay. Okay. Good deal. All right. Well, we're going to get started. So, like 15 minutes ago, sitting over at my kitchen table getting ready, and my neighbor decides to start using his chainsaw. And it was really loud. And so I was like, shut my windows, it's still pretty loud. So I had to drag a desk in here in the living room because I don't get good reception in any place else. And so hopefully I get good reception. I'm kind of set up in a weird place here, but I was like, really? Right now? You're gonna do this right now? It is what it is, right? This is 2020. We don't know what's gonna happen at any moment. So, all right. So today we're going to talk about cognitive development. I think I lost Jessica. Oh, there she is. Okay, there we go. I was like, I guess she decided not to join us now. Well, no, she disappeared again. Okay. All right, we're going to talk about cognitive development. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And we're going to go to the PowerPoint. Okay. All right, can everybody see it? Okay, good deal. So our objectives today are to know what early childhood cognitive development is. This is one of those words that when I first started working here and they used it, I was like, I don't know what that means. I don't know anything about it. So I'm hoping that today you'll gain at least a basic understanding of that. So our objectives is also, hold on. Let me get out of there. To demonstrate an understanding of the major learning theories, to recognize the connection between executive function and school readiness, and to realize the importance of learning through play. So does, Angie, I can't see you, but do you have Jessica's phone number where you can text her?
No, I don't. Madison might have it.
Okay. Oh yeah, Madison, do you have her number by chance?
Yeah, I can text her real quick. Let me have her get on here.
Well, I'm sure she's trying. I just am assuming she's having some difficulty. And so I don't know if there's anything we can do to help.
Let me ask.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. So what is early childhood cognitive development? Well, it's the construction of thought process. So we talk a lot about brain development here. So thinking about brain development and how thought construct, how they build, the processes of that. And so this includes three very important parts, which is remembering, problem solving, and decision making. I'm going to try to reinforce those things today to help you remember this. So the book From Neurons to Neighborhoods, that's published by the National Research Council and Institute of Medicine of the National Academic states that infants are born with millions of brain cells or neurons that connect as a result of experiences during their early years of life. So think about that for a minute. Infants have millions of brain cells that connect as a result of experiences, of things they experience during the early years of life, and we're a big part of that. The group's research emphasizes the importance of 4 essential aspects of learning for young children. So really and truly, this is the most important one. Experiencing loving and caring relationships with adults is so, so important. Every time you hug a child, there's some connections going on. Every time you have eye contact, every time you do something connecting with a child, there is connections going on in their brain. We hear this all the time in conscious discipline. Connections on the outside build connections on the inside. So, 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 so important. I may have already mentioned this, I don't know, but many, many years ago, back in the 1800s, this horrible, horrible, horrible study was done on some orphan children. And they put some children in a room where they were touched and some children in a room where they were not touched unless they had to be, to be changed or whatever. And the children in the room that were not touched, every one of those children died. We cannot live without touch. That's the one sense we cannot live with and that we need. And then, so another thing that children need is they need opportunities to explore the world through seeing, touching, hearing, tasting, and smelling. They need opportunity to use all of their senses. And so I'm just going to share with you really quick. I know y'all know that I had COVID. Oh, here's Jessica trying to get in. Let me let her in. And so I never fully lost my sense of taste. I lost it partially, but I did completely lose my sense of smell. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with like essential oils, but I enjoy essential oils, which I just gave away part of something I'm going to do later. Okay, anyway. But they're extremely, extremely strong. Well, I could put a bottle under my nose and not smell a thing, not one single thing. The funny thing was I could feel tingling. So my other senses were kind of heightened. Now, not my taste, but all the rest of it was really interesting. But, children need to be able to experience things that's, you know, different smells. They need to experience things through touch, through seeing, and through hearing, all those ways. They also need to hear and respond to conversation and language richness in the environment. So we don't want to dumb things down for our children. I did this really bad with my own children. Like when I would read them books, if I didn't think they'd understand a word, I would dumb it down. And we don't want to do that. We want to use vocabulary that's rich for them. Now, we don't want to talk way above their heads, you know, use crazy words that they never get an understanding, but we want to use some language that's going to enrich their experiences. And then they need to experience play. They need to play. Play is the most important part of their day in a preschool room. Okay, so we're going to do some activities right now that hopefully will help you remember what cognitive development is. So now if we go back for just a minute, we said it was 3 things. It was remembering, it was decision making, and it was problem solving, right? Okay, so this first activity that I'm going to do with you, hold on, let me stop sharing my screen for a minute because you need to be able to see me. Okay, so again, 3 things: remembering, decision making, problem solving. Okay, so the first activity we're going to do is something with remembering. So I'm going to show you 5 items really quickly. Okay, Madison, you look totally different right now. I see your little guy, he's cute. Okay, all right, I'm going to show you some objects. Okay, so pay attention because you're only going to get to see them for a minute. Okay. All right, now there was 5 items. I want to, is there anybody who thinks they can remember all 5 of them, and if they can remember all 5 in order? If so, raise your hand. Ah, Madison's little boy. Is your mom right there? Is Madison there? If he wants to try it, he can tell me.
He's something else.
We need young brains, right?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jackson.
Jackson, do you want to tell me what you saw?
A toothbrush.
There was a toothbrush. Did you see anything else? You don't know, maybe, huh? That's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to show it one more time now that you guys know what to do. Ready? Okay, I'm only going to show it for a few seconds.
I can't see.
You can't see it. I'm trying to keep it from falling off. Okay, here we go. All right, now who thinks they can name, at least name the 5 items? Maybe not in order. Okay, so Maddie's hand first.
Okay, an orange, a gourd looking thing, a toothbrush, a Sharpie, and a bottle of something.
My Thieves hand sanitizer. Very good. Okay, so really the point of that whole activity was just to help you remember remembering. Remembering it's part of cognitive development, okay? Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is a decision-making activity, which I'm not going to show you my screen, but I need to find out what it is because I don't remember. Oh, yes, okay. See, my memory is not good. And I will say, I think that COVID hasn't helped it. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few brain teasers. Now, here's what I'm just going to read you a couple different ones. So if you think you know the answer, just turn yourself on and say it, okay? Okay, here's the first one. Now, the point of this one is for, what did I say it was for? I said decision making, didn't I? But it's actually problem solving. Sorry, this one's problem solving, okay? Okay. A doctor and a bus driver are both in love with the same woman, an attractive girl named Sarah. The bus driver had to go on a long bus trip that would last a week. Before he left, he gave Sarah 7 apples. Why? I saw Rachel's hand. Turn yourself on, Rachel, and tell me.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah, very good. Okay, she's a good one at brain teasers. Okay, let's try a couple more. Okay, A man stands on one side of the river. His dog is on the other. The man calls his dog, who immediately crosses the river without getting wet and without using a bridge or a boat. How did the dog do it? I'm horrible at these. They're so easy when I look at them, but if I was sitting there, I would not have a clue.
Read it
Okay,
again.
nobody. Oh, Jane, did you have a guess?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess he jumped. Did he
No,
jump?
but that's a good guess. Okay, let me read it one more time. No. A man stands on one side of the river, his dog on the other. The man calls his dog, who immediately crosses the river without getting wet and without using a bridge or boat. How did the dog do it? You're going to be like, ah! The river was frozen.
You didn't say it was in the winter.
Okay, one more. Okay. So in my hand, I have 2 coins that are newly minted. Together, they total 30 cents. One isn't a nickel. What are the coins? Oh, Lynn.
It's still a quarter and a nickel. Only one's not a quarter, nickel, whatever.
You know, somehow I knew you were going to get this one. I don't know why, but I knew Lynn was going to get this one. Probably because you're a math person. She got it. Yes, because it just said one is not a nickel, but one could be. Well, the other one could be. So, yeah.
Plus, I heard it before. I cheated.
Well, there you go. Okay. Okay, and then we have one last activity we're going to do. And so this one is actually a decision making. So we've done a remembering, a problem solving, and now we're going to do decision making. So I've asked Miss Jane, who is like this fluent liar, not at all, to tell us 3 truths and 1 lie, and we have to guess which one is the lie. Now, those of us who know her well cannot guess. Okay, Miss Jane. Oh, we can't hear you. You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I lived in Colorado Springs for 3 years. I have visited or traveled through 16 states. I have been married 34 years, and I have attended a TSO concert.
Who thinks they know? Somebody's got to have a guess.
The 16 states.
No, that's true.
Concert.
That's true.
Colorado Springs.
Marriage.
That's true. I've been married 30. I've been married 32 years.
Living in Colorado Springs.
Pardon me?
Living in Colorado Springs.
That was true. I've only been married 32 years, not 34.
What is TSO, Miss Jane? I probably should know.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. All right, awesome.
That was sneaky, because I kind of believed all of that. And I was like, well, what? That was sneaky.
The bad thing was that I was confused too, because I was like, okay, I know she lived in Colorado Springs.
I know.
I didn't listen to how many years she said she'd been married. I should have known that, because we've been married the same many except for just a few months. So I should have guessed that.
But see, I just thought I knew she'd been married a long time. So I was like, well, that's got to be true. That was sneaky.
Thank you, Miss Jane.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we did 3, right? Remembering, problem solving, decision making. Okay, so hopefully those activities will help you to remember. Okay. All right. Okay, so now these are just some little funnies, okay, to also help you remember. So here's one about remembering. This guy says, yesterday I changed everyone's password to password. I sent it to everyone in a memo, put it on a big sign on the wall, and printed it on all the coffee cups. Guess how many people called me this morning because they forgot the password? Sound familiar? I know it is for me, because I always ask Heather our passwords and I forget them, and they're easy, but I forget them. Okay, here's some for about problem solving. You can see this first guy says, we're seeing a significant drop in customer complaints since we've stopped answering the phones. It's one way to stop complaints, right? I think this other one's cute. He's got these puppets on his hands. He said, my son lost his gloves. So he problem solved, right? He found a way to keep his hands warm. Okay, decision making says, you see the door sign, it says the boss. He finally brought me into the decision-making process. He told me to shape up or ship out. And then this last one over here. Why'd that senior VP get fired? He did the worst thing any VP could do. He actually made a decision about something on his own. So how many